Retro's firing. Orbit stabilized.
Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. She's... Did she look okay? Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample.
What? You can reattach a finger, Percy.
So what exactly did she have you bring me? Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss.
Right. What the fuck? Alright, I didn't unlock my mic. Jesus. That's awesome.
All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate.
Londinian?
Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
No.
It was a city wiped completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity. So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You wanna tell me what your plans are for it now?
The Adrian should be waiting at the 6th one.
Because until now, the terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good.
Alright.
So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here.
What am I planning? You want to stop any more attacks before they start? Sure.
Music to my ears. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
What? So this is underneath? No, don't tell me that. Big HQ though. What the hell's going on all over here? This is an insane big space, to be honest. Nothing here we can nick. Cups. What that is. There we go. Here we go. Oh, that wasn't a lot. I guess we can... yeah. How do we end up then? Oh. What the hell are we now? This is... holy shit, there's a space party. My ship is here though. More walk. Right. How the hell are we going? Towards my ship, I guess. Why couldn't I call it on that spaceport then? Maybe because I don't have a decent crew yet. What's my ship life? No. Ooh, it's toppling my CPU. That is a problem. Jeez. That is not good. 96 degrees. That is not either. It's below 96, right? It's not. Ooh, there you go. There's this game now is doing more than Cyberpunk. That is not good. Oh, this is not my ship though. Oh no, we are running back towards... Right. Oh, and of course it's... Been messing around too much with the... Oh, it's still toppling. Guess we're gonna have to... see if we can lower some of these settings. So it does a little bit... maybe a little bit less CPU. It is still a lot. Oh. There we go. There's the 100. Something wrong with it. Have had.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure to
Yeah, I don't understand this. This is so
injuries I may cause to my supervisor.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old... man now.
You're no hatchling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Right.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
Right. The Cabinet, what's that?
Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the Armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that.
Right.
Of course. You deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists.
So,
Ran a division of the UC together that
you made
deployed
those.
aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the Armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
alright. Gonna. My concern still doesn't explain what someone was doing in the archive.
Oh, well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Alright.
I mean, I hope they will, given the evidence we've acquired. But getting the Freestar Collective and House Varun on our side, that won't be easy.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board.
Alright. So we're gonna have to go
All right.
talk to the cabinet.
I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Alright. Oh. Hello Vasco, what the hell are you doing all of a sudden? Where did he come from? What the hell?
Greetings,
Vasco?
Captain. Let me know if I can be of assistance in the future.
I'm just gonna wait until that drug's...
Alrighty then. I guess because they left my follower and they just, I don't know, replaced it. Also nice vanishing. Here we go. This didn't really mess with our settings, right? Yeah, let's not upscale. I don't think that would be healthy, right?
No way. You should always go with the...
Alright. Wait. That is what I was testing. Okay. Never mind. I'll see what is going. What are we doing? Are we going to continue this? See vigilant. Okay. Eyewitness. Majority of the fan. Oh yeah, oh that's that one, yeah, okay. No. Oh yeah, this is it. Meet friends about more artifacts and fringes of space, okay. Arcs extractors are packing up. Operations on Bacteria, but there's no wood but Barrett. I need to go find out that happened. Okay. Maybe going back to New Atlantis is a good idea. I think so. Is this back to my... Why can't my ship be... This game, right? Come on. I think they really want to do something like this, like the teleporting stuff, but if you want to instant teleport everything, just teleport your horse, your ship, everything with you, right? So it's lackluster on both sides, to be honest. Oh, well. Bosco's gone again. Right. The thing is that there is nothing happening over here. I guess it's Mars, right? If you want to do stuff like this, let us fly on the planet and that kind of thing, right? Wait, what? Why do I have to be in here then? I don't get this. Am I going back into the mines again? Huh? What the actual flying fuck is that? Isn't that the off? Really? Is it this much instance that I have to walk through here to get to the other side to get to my ship? Really? Really? You got to be kidding me. If this is true, right, then I think I'm gonna have to wait until some mods come out because this is ridiculous. What can this be? And then I have to take the elevator up there. I'm running this for the 4th time. Absolutely fucking useless. Really game. And I don't know if this is just the quest marker or if everything is just fucked. Just because I fast travel towards here to get to my ship.
Yes?
Right.
And we're off. Smooth as glass.
Wow. Starting to have it
We're
with this
locking
game.
into orbit now.
Let's see the map. We have to land on. Should have just fast traveled here, I think. Oh wow. Okay.
Hey, no loitering. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear.
Not anymore. Also so annoying. Why the fuck would you build something like this in the future? Make the elevator, yeah.
Captain! Over here!
What?
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Okay. But aren't clones illegal, so...
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective, and UC. Military, and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day.
Duh.
So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there.
Right.
I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Oh my god. I thought my family was five. Oh god.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time.
Nah, I'm
no
okay.
telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Right.
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Okay.
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift. Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
Right.
Here we go.
We just slowly to an elevator. I'm running. We haven't been here before. Oh, we haven't. Oh, it's really a council. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Ah, welcome. You
This is
must
so
be the
Mass
captain
Effect.
Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Nah.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope will determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
I killed it. I only know what I was told. It's tissue matched ones from Lindinian.
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
If yes, the data is being weaponized, time for failed, so that's it.
That? I hadn't thought of that, Captain.
An excellent point indeed. The other powers would likely be much more inclined to work with us knowing that. Chief Diplomat.
That point is a good one.
It's a good thing we actually talk to people.
The galaxy is lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Holy fucking shit.
An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
Okay.
At the spaceport. Terramorphs.
At the spaceport?
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself.
Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
Yeah, it's fun, but...
So many different groups across the several systems, it's hard to keep up with all the work they're doing.
Right. But we had a lot of turrets the last time. That's gonna be fun. Oh, well. As you guys are coming in, we are going down. Interesting. What the fuck?
Now! Stop! We're trying to help you! Now hit him with that.
Hey, wait a minute. I should have held it, I guess. Gun weapon. Now, I don't know what I actually... picked up. No. This one? No, that was already... This one, I guess. Engage non-lethally, okay.
Everything you've got.
Everybody's getting infected or something.
Lights out on that one.
It's behind.
What a weird situation, right?
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready. I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible. So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
Right.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Right. else here? It's information booths. Right. Not interesting. Here we go.
God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
All right. I still have, for some reason, Vasco, who's not moving. Oh, he is.
All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Jesus. All right. That's a nice hole.
You might back up. Don't just stand there.
Oh, hello. Does EM even do any decent damage now? Oh. Best weapon we have. Sniper rifle, but these are this one, right? At least this one has a... Oh, I don't have a lot of bullets for it. Hello.
Motherboard shut down.
I guess all my bullets are gonna die around here. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, God. Captain, you're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. You have to put down that door.
Coming for you.
What the fuck? What the hell? Oh, at least we find some adhesive. We're looking for that quite a long time. How many more do we have? Oh, I need better guns. Alright. A lot of bullets for this one. Oh.
Spots. We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter.
Okay.
They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Right. Speak to the fire team. Is that gonna help?
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here, but we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. We're not afraid, but we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts.
No.
Roger that. We're on you.
I need cannon fodder. Let's go.
Gotta stay sharp.
It's gonna backfire, that's for sure, but... The fuck are we? There's one. He's... Okay. See if we can... Oh, look at that health. Jesus Christ. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello there. Shit. Oh. Vasco, do something! Do I have grenades? I don't know. Yeah, that's not helping. Okay. How many weapon bullets do I have? Okay. Oh shit. Almost down. Okay, what the hell is that? Creaking of metal. This one. But there were 3. Something to nick over here, because of course priorities, right? Ah, okay, no. Looked like a chest from a distance. Right, I hear this shit. But it's a human voice, right? Oh, hello.
It's here! It's here! Hide! Do it now!
It would be unfortunate if that fall damaged your internal organs.
Watch out!
Well, you can say it's not real, but I can't see shit, to be honest.
Surrounded. All around. No way out.
Are those like hallucinations from past attacks or something?
Down! Get down!
Holy shit.
You left us. Why did you leave us?
Oh shit. Run!
What is this, a new surprise? Let's see how quickly it can die.
Oh shit. Did we do it?
All wrapped up. We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
Right. Still weird.
Thank the heavens you're back in one piece. Well, I guess our people weren't so lucky.
The cabinet's already got a plan in place to make sure attacks like this never happen again.
Can't happen soon enough. Thank you.
The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Right.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Thank you, gentlemen.
See what's going down.
Let your people... Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Alright.
I had some ideas on that front, Captain, but we'll get to that. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
All right.
As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball.
I wonder what House Varun is,
knows
actually.
Precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. The cabinet wants progress, and wants it quickly. You're already far more familiar with the situation than any diplomat would be. There's also no diplomat alive that can claim they helped keep a cadre of terramorphs off the embassy doorsteps. The cabinet was unanimous. They want you.
All right. Tell me what I'm getting
The very
first.
next item on my list. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. Get you access to those credits at real estate you're after. So, will you help us?
Sure.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
Alright.
What? Oh, sorry. Just.
Right.
These orders, a Vanguard captain. You. Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Okay. Am I gonna be a Vanguard captain?
That must make you my Vanguard captain.
All right.
Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
I do.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varoon.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varoon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Are they here in Atlantis, or are they in their own territory? To extract some sodium food.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varoon?
House Varoon, please.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varoon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varoon thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varoon Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the Great Serpent in the Sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varoon did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
It does, but there's a concern.
He
We're not
vanished.
100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out.
Where is he?
Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but
what do you mean?
remind him of his duties under the armistice.
What do you mean with what?
The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy.
Okay.
It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
What do I do if he's dead?
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Alright. That's gonna be fun. I guess I have to pick them both up then? Alright. Alright.
Captain, would you like to finish your briefing on the ambassadors? The good Ambassador Ratcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Okay.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Okay.
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Ratcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind.
Be smart out there, Captain.
Don't I get ambassador outfits? Permanently reduces fuel needed for a graph jump by 1%.
You have picked up too much matter and become over-encumbered.
Shut up, Vasco.
Howdy.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
Right. Oh yeah, there's a whole embassy section there was. Right. I'm gonna have to fix everything. I don't know what's going on with my PC anyway. I'm getting tired. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna have to check the footage anyway. This was a scuffed stream anyway. I guess I'm gonna see if I can make some weird screenshots on. I don't know. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm gonna try this soon. Again.